سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح تنهد يا صاحي كي تستريح.
Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Before we start this podcast, let me introduce myself. My name is Ajib Ikhsan. I'm 17 years old and I'm 11th grade. And I'm the host of this podcast. Today, I invite a friend of mine who happens to know who happen to know some knowledge about what we're going to discuss today. So, to Fawaz, please introduce yourself to the audience.
Thank you, Ajib, for having me in this podcast. Just to make it more clear, my name is Fawaz Hamdou Azurat. I'm an 11th grader from Ubeka Islamic Boarding School, and I happen to learn a lot dream psychology back in middle school.
Wow, are you serious?
Yes. Yeah. And I've been giving some psychologic treatment to some of my friends after I graduated, including this person in front of me.
Really? Is it me?
Of course, it's you. Don't play dumb with me.
Okay. So, by the way, this is the first question of the interview. Um, what is a dream? It's probably the most common question you already heard. So, just just to give us a clear expression about dream.
Well, there's no such definitive evidence about what dreams consist of, but generally, it's generally accepted that dreams represent a collection of thoughts, like from people, events, places, and other stuff like that. And according to the Oxford Dictionary, dream is a series of thought that represent image and sensation occurring to a person's mind during sleep.
So, based on the definition you gave us earlier, you said that dream is a way for a person to reveal a series of imagination that represent people, place, emotion, and other things that's similar to dreamer's mind.
That's, that's correct.
I see. The next question is why and how do we dream?
Oh, this is a tricky one. Well, you see, there's still a lot of expert that doesn't actually know about how we dream or why do we dream.
Really? Really?
Yes. But, however, the prevailing theory is that dreaming helps you consolidate and analyze memories like skills and habit and likely serve as a rehearsal for various situations and challenges that one faced during the daytime. As for how, most dreaming occurs during rapid eye movement or REM sleep, which we cycle through periodically during the night. Sleep study shows our brainwaves are almost as active during REM cycles as they are when they're awake.
So, what you're saying is dreaming is like a movie projector to our brain that stimulates things like memory, situation, and other stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
And it happens during this process called REM sleep, which is kind of sleep that occurs at interval during the night and is characterized by rapid eye movement, more dreaming and bodily movement and faster pulse and breathing.
Exactly. When we dream, the cell receives less input from the sensory organ. However, large amount of the neurotransmitter acetylene of cells so that they are driven by the internal organ. The experience is that we're dreaming. Any other question?
Yes, actually, is there any types of dreams? If yes, how many there are there?
Well, there's a lot of dream type, but for the sake of the video, I'll be sharing just three of them. The first one is called daydreaming. Daydreaming is classified as a level of consciousness between sleep and wakefulness. Study shows that you have tendency of daydreaming in about 70 to maybe 120 minutes a day. It's like when you let your imagination carry you away. So, and that is called daydreaming. Next is lucid dream. Lucid dream occurs when you're like, wait a second, it's just a dream kind of situation. Well, while most dreamers wake themselves up when they realize that they're dreaming, some expert dreamers have, well, cultivated the, or mastered the way of the dream so that they can actually control the dream and make every and make like everything come true, like in heaven. And the last one is probably you already heard of. It's nightmare. Nightmare is a disturbing dream that causes you to wake up feeling anxious and frightened. Nightmare may be represented to real life situation. Most dreamer that has some of them have like rocky relationship and bad bad drug experience or something that could also lead them to, well, suicide.
Wow, that's horrible. Can you imagine what it's like to experience something that makes you trauma rise and your head keeps playing that scenario over and over again every time you sleep?
Yeah, that would be horrifying if you
So,
ask me.
so I would like to ask you this question. In your perspective, how do you resolve this nightmare?
Well, all you have to do is think of happy thoughts and actually take a break and relaxing before going to bed. And don't forget to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before going to bed.
Okay. Okay, that's I guess that's it for today. Thank you for attending this podcast. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm also happy to be in this podcast. I got nothing to do at home.
Yeah, well, once again, I'm sorry if I make you feel burdened by coming here.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I got nothing to do back home actually.
Uh, yeah, so the audience wants to know some knowledge from you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay to
Okay.
share some knowledge.
Okay. Well, this is the end of our podcast. So stay tuned for another video about video podcast and right now this is the end of our podcast. So thank you for watching this and goodbye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.